W5 Second hook. Imagine walking alone on a desolate Ohio trail at midnight when a voice calls your name from the darkness. The air turns cold and something moves in the shadows, something that knows you. You're about to hear a true story that'll haunt you forever. My name's Jake Carter, and I'm from Willow Creek, a small town in rural Ohio. Back in 1985, my dad was the mayor of Willow Creek and 5 nearby towns. Our area only had a school up to 5th grade, so I lived with my grandma in a nearby town to attend high school. Dad was always busy, so I fell in with a rough crowd, getting into trouble. Grandma knew but never told Dad, afraid he'd lose his temper. It was March, 2 months before my high school finals, and I was already failing. Willow Creek was gearing up for its annual Harvest Festival, a 2-day event for the local deity. Mom came to Grandma's to invite us, then left for home. 3 days later, Grandma insisted we attend the festival tomorrow. I agreed, but the next day, I lied about a crucial exam to stay back. Grandma begged me to come, but I snapped. "Go if you want, I'm not." She sighed, handed me some cash and said, "Lock the house when you leave." Grandma left for Willow Creek, and I wandered the streets with friends. By noon, I remembered the festival and decided to head to Willow Creek. My clothes were filthy, and Grandma had locked the clean ones away. I washed them myself, but drying them took hours on the roof. By evening, they were still damp, but I wore them anyway. I told my friends I was leaving, but they warned the last bus was gone. "Dad'll kill me if I don't go," I said, desperate. Willow Creek was 12 miles away, and no buses were running. A neighbor, Tom, offered his bike, saying, "Can you ride it that far?" I grabbed it, thrilled, and pedaled off at 6 p.m. The full moon lit the way, but the road was rough. Barely a mile in, the bike's rear tire blew out. My heart sank. What now? Pushing the bike was useless, so I ditched it at a friend's house and walked. By 7:30 p.m., darkness fell, and I was alone. The moon helped, but coyote howls and owl screeches made my skin crawl. After 4 miles, I reached Pine Hollow, a tiny village. At 10 p.m., as I walked through, a voice called, "Hey kid." I froze, turning to see a middle-aged man approaching. "I'm Jake from Willow Creek, heading home," I said. He looked panicked. "You're crazy walking this late. Stay here till morning." "My dad's the mayor," I snapped. "I'm going," he yelled. "You can't go to Willow Creek tonight." I ignored him, storming off into the night. 2 miles later, my legs ached and I could barely move. The air shifted, dark clouds swallowed the moon. Lightning crept and a cold wind roared. Rain poured and the path turned to mud, slowing me down. I couldn't see, slipping with every step. Trees creaked, threatening to fall. I remembered a nearby farmhouse owned by the Millers, a family I knew. I stumbled through the field, lightning guiding me. At the door, I banged, yelling for someone to open it. No answer! I pushed the creaky door open. "Anyone here?" I called, stepping into the dark house. "Jake? You? At this hour?" Sarah, the Miller's daughter, answered. "Why is it so dark?" I asked, confused. "We went to bed early. I'll light a lantern," she said. She pulled a cot closer, saying, "Sit here." "Where's your family?" I asked, waiting. "They're not alive anymore," she whispered. "What do you mean, Sarah? Stop joking," I snapped. "They're gone, Jake." "Dead," she said, sobbing. My heart raced. "The Millers worked for us. They were like family." 10 minutes passed, and Sarah didn't return with the lantern. The house was pitch black, and I felt uneasy. I stood, fumbling toward the kitchen door. "Sarah, why'd you close the door?" I called. She started crying, louder now. "Sarah, what's wrong?" I asked, heart pounding. "I can't come out. You'll think I'm a monster," she wailed. "You're like a sister to me, Sarah. Just come out," I pleaded. She sobbed harder. "You can't see my face." I pushed the door open, stepping inside. A faint lantern glowed in the corner, held by Sarah. Her figure was a shadow, hair pulled back. I stepped closer, calling her name. "Don't look at me, Jake. You'll be scared," she cried. I grabbed her shoulder, turning her toward me. Her face burned, melting like wax, dripping to the floor, screamed, my heart exploding with fear. 4 figures emerged, her parents and brothers, bloodied and mangled. Her mother's body was slashed, blood pooling beneath. Her father's neck twisted unnaturally, staring without seeing. "Why did you come?" they hissed, circling me. Sarah stepped closer, her melted face inches from mine. Shut my eyes, screaming, "Let me go!" I ran, the house shaking, doors slamming in the storm. Sarah's voice chased me, echoing in the rain. I stumbled through fields, lost, until I reached Willow Creek at 1 a.m. I collapsed at the village edge. The Harvest Festival was in full swing, with chanting and lanterns. A man found me, carrying me to our house. I was barely breathing, eyes shut, on a cot. The town doctor couldn't explain my condition. Dad stayed by me, torn between the festival and my side. The festival priest, possessed by the deity, came to our house. "You reckless boy," the deity spoke through him. "I taught you a lesson. The tire, the man, the storm, the farmhouse. It was me. I scared you to make you wiser for your father's sake." She placed a mark on my forehead, and I woke, gasping. The crowd stared, and there were the Millers alive, unharmed. "You saw us dead?" Sarah asked, confused. The deity explained. "I showed you fear to teach you respect." I apologized, bowing to her mercy. Since then, I've overseen the Harvest Festival every year. This is Jake Carter's true story, shared to chill your soul. What's your take on this tale? Drop it in the comments below. If you like this, smash that like and share it. For more real horror, subscribe now. If you faced a terrifying experience like this, email us at sharethehorrorstory@gmail.com. If it's gripping, we'll turn it into a video within 5 days.